Question 1. Which hormone is primarily responsible for regulating water reabsorption in the distal convoluted tubule of the nephron in the kidney? A. Aldosterone. B. Antidiuretic hormone, ADH. C. Renin. D. Parathyroid hormone, PTH. The correct answer is B. Antidiuretic hormone, ADH. Question 2. Of the following, which molecule is responsible for carrying oxygen in human red blood cells? A. Hemoglobin. B. Myoglobin. C. Hemocyanin. D. Cytochrome C. Correct answer is A. Hemoglobin. Question 3. Which part of the brain plays a key role in regulating vital functions such as breathing, heart rate, and blood pressure? A. Cerebral cortex. B. Cerebellum. C. Medulla oblongata. D. Hippocampus. Correct answer is C. Medulla oblongata. Question 4. In the digestive system, which organ is primarily responsible for the absorption of nutrients into the bloodstream? A. Stomach. B. Small intestine. C. Large intestine. D. Liver. Correct answer is B. Small intestine. Question 5. Which specialized cells in the pancreas are responsible for producing and secreting insulin into the bloodstream? A. Alpha cells. B. Beta cells. C. Delta cells. D. Gamma cells. Correct answer is B. Beta cells. Question 6. Within the human kidney, what specific structure is primarily responsible for the reabsorption of water and essential nutrients from the renal filtrate? A. Glomerulus. B. Bowman's capsule. C. Loop of Henle. D. Renal tubules. Correct answer is C. Loop of Henle. Question 7. Which hormone, produced by the adrenal glands, plays a crucial role in the body's response to stress and helps regulate blood pressure and the immune system? A. Insulin. B. Cortisol. C. Thyroxine. D. Estrogen. Correct answer is B. Cortisol. Question 8. Within the nephron, what specific mechanism is responsible for establishing the concentration gradient in the renal medulla, essential for the concentration of urine? A. The glomerular filtration rate, GFR, mechanism. B. The Bowman's capsule osmotic pressure mechanism. C. The loop of Henle and countercurrent multiplier system. D. The proximal convoluted tubule selective reabsorption mechanism. Correct answer is C. The loop of Henle and countercurrent multiplier system. Question 9. Atrial natriuretic peptide, ANP, plays a significant role in the regulation of blood pressure and electrolyte balance. Which of the following statements about ANP is correct? A. ANP is released in response to low blood sodium levels and promotes sodium reabsorption in the kidneys. B. ANP is produced by the adrenal glands and stimulates the release of aldosterone, leading to increased blood pressure. C. ANP is secreted by the atria of the heart in response to high blood pressure and volume, leading to increased sodium and water excretion. D. ANP acts primarily on the liver to regulate glucose metabolism and has minimal effects on the kidneys. Correct answer is C. ANP is secreted by the atria of the heart in response to high blood pressure and volume, leading to increased sodium and water excretion. Question 10. In the nephron, where does the majority of sodium reabsorption take place in the renal tubules, and which transport mechanism is primarily responsible for this process? A. Proximal convoluted tubule, facilitated diffusion. B. Distal convoluted tubule, active transport. C. Loop of Henle, osmosis. D. Collecting duct, passive diffusion. Correct answer is A. Proximal convoluted tubule, facilitated diffusion. Question 11. In the context of the nervous system, what is the function of the myelin sheath surrounding axons, and which type of cells are responsible for its formation? A. The myelin sheath insulates the axon, speeding up nerve impulse transmission. It is formed by Schwann cells in the peripheral nervous system and oligodendrocytes in the central nervous system. B. The myelin sheath provides structural support to the axon. It is formed by astrocytes in the peripheral nervous system and microglia in the central nervous system. C. The myelin sheath protects the axon from damage. It is formed by ependymal cells in the peripheral nervous system and satellite cells in the central nervous system. D. The myelin sheath helps transport nutrients to the axon. It is formed by dendritic cells in the peripheral nervous system and interneurons in the central nervous system. Correct answer is A. The myelin sheath insulates the axon, speeding up nerve impulse transmission. It is formed by Schwann cells in the peripheral nervous system and oligodendrocytes in the central nervous system. Question 12. In the context of muscle physiology, what is the role of ATP, adenosine triphosphate, during muscle contraction, and how is it regenerated to sustain muscle activity? A. ATP binds to myosin, causing muscle contraction, and it is regenerated from creatine phosphate. B. ATP is released by the sarcoplasmic reticulum, initiating muscle relaxation, and it is regenerated through glycolysis. C. ATP powers the dissociation of myosin from actin, allowing muscle relaxation, and it is regenerated through oxidative phosphorylation in mitochondria. D. ADP fuels the cross-bridge formation between myosin and actin, leading to muscle contraction, and it is regenerated from glucose via the citric acid cycle. Correct answer is D. ADP fuels the cross-bridge formation between myosin and actin, leading to muscle contraction, and it is regenerated from glucose via the citric acid cycle. Question 13. In the context of the endocrine system, what are the primary functions of the thyroid gland, and how do the hormones thyroxine, T4, and triiodothyronine, T3, contribute to these functions? A. The thyroid gland regulates calcium metabolism and produces calcitonin to lower blood calcium levels. B. The thyroid gland controls blood glucose levels and releases insulin to lower blood sugar. C. The thyroid gland regulates metabolism and produces T4 and T3, which increase metabolic rate, energy production, and heat generation. D. The thyroid gland maintains fluid balance and secretes aldosterone to enhance sodium and water reabsorption. Correct answer is Question 14. In the context of cardiovascular physiology, What is the Frank-Starling mechanism, and how does it contribute to the regulation of cardiac output during changes in preload? A. The Frank-Starling mechanism involves the release of natriuretic peptides by the heart to increase blood volume, enhancing preload and cardiac output. B. The Frank-Starling mechanism is the autoregulation of coronary blood flow to ensure the heart receives adequate oxygen during exercise. C. The Frank-Starling mechanism refers to the intrinsic ability of the heart to adjust stroke volume in response to changes in preload, ensuring that cardiac output matches venous return. D. The Frank-Starling mechanism is the process by which sympathetic nerve fibers stimulate the heart to beat faster, increasing cardiac output and preload. Correct answer is C. The Frank-Starling mechanism refers to the intrinsic ability of the heart to adjust stroke volume in response to changes in preload, ensuring that cardiac output matches venous return. Question 15. In the context of respiratory physiology, describe the role of surfactant in the lungs. How does surfactant contribute to lung function, particularly in the maintenance of alveolar stability and gas exchange? A. Surfactant acts as a lubricant to reduce friction in the pleural cavity, facilitating lung expansion during inhalation. B. Surfactant traps pathogens and foreign particles, preventing them from entering the lungs and causing infections. C. Surfactant reduces surface tension in the alveoli, preventing their collapse during exhalation and promoting efficient gas exchange. D. Surfactant secretes mucus to trap dust and allergens, preventing them from reaching the bronchi. Correct answer is C. Surfactant reduces surface tension in the alveoli, preventing their collapse during exhalation and promoting efficient gas exchange.